Hello, welcome back. Hello, สวัสดีครับ Hello, shalom, shalom. มงลาวาสวัสดีครับ Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Francis MM channel daily vlog again. And now it's almost 8 in Thailand, and I have a busy blessed day. I don't have to work this day, but I work as a volunteer and I go and teach English to my friend's school as a volunteer. And I come back uh, around 6. I take showers, clean my rooms. Hello, cleans my room, and I cook dinner. It's a Burmese food. I cook Burmese foods, and now I am having it. And after that, I'm going to read some interesting book. I borrowed this book from my friends. This one is quite good. The Rule of Life. Nobody here. This one, I buy another plants. Thank you. But for this one, I'm gonna read this book. I think I like it. I just borrow it from my friends, and she requests me to borrow this book back to her. The Rules of Life. I think you are interested. You are interested in this book. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my dinner and I'm gonna sleep. During I am sleeping, while I'm sleeping, I'm gonna read this book. Okay? Because I don't want to use my phone a lot. I already sit in front of the screen almost 6 days a week, so it's too much for me to look at the screen. So I think I'm gonna change it only on Sunday evening. Do you think it's a good idea? Good idea. Okay. Then okay. It's time to start. Let me prepare too spicy. Thirsty. I think it won't be copyright while I read this book on live stream. The Rules of Life, a personal code for living a better, a happier, a more successful kind of life. Richard Templar. Okay, let's go to contents. Keep it under your hat. If any one of you know, keep it under your hat. You can comment down below what is the meaning, what does it mean, keep it under your hat. Oh, I think there is rule number 1. Love is like a boomerang, always comes. I'm sorry, I can't read it because it's disappeared. Keep it under your hat. The title is Keep It Under Your Hat. Oh, I don't know what is the meaning. If any one of you know what does it mean, you can comment down below. Swadikap. Okay, I'm going to make greeting in Thai also because there is another one guy who is from Thailand, I think. Swadikap. Swadikap. ผมมาจากไทยใหญ่นะครับ Okay, keep it under your head. You will get older but not necessarily wiser. I'm going to read all the titles. So what is the most you would like me to read? You just you can like you just listen the title, and if you like the title, I can read it for the letter. Number 1, keep it under your hat. Number 2, you will get older but not necessarily wiser. Number 3, accept what is done is done. So we have to accept what is done in the past. We cannot go and correct them back. Okay, number 4, accept yourself. So we have to accept ourselves, whether I'm ugly, whether I'm not a Thai citizen, whether I'm poor, whether I'm not handsome. I have to accept myself. Okay? Number 5, know what counts and what doesn't. I don't have idea. If any one of you know what counts and what doesn't, you can. Rule number 2, a smile is a mirror. Yes, I quite like it because smile is a local. Please everybody smile to the world as possible as you can. Even though you don't need to give other people a present, just smile to other people and other people were happy. It's like there is a connection between people who smile, Okay. And number 6, dedicate your life to something. So dedicate your life to something. Sound interesting? Number 7, be flexible in your thinking. Okay, that is important. Be flexible in your thinking. Our thinking is very, very important. So we have to be flexible in our thinking also. Number 8, take an interest in the outside world. I don't know the meaning because English is not my mother language. Also, actually, I come from a small village. A small village on a mountain is about 4,444 feet height above sea level. I come from that village. Uh, it's called Shan Steak uh, in Myanmar. Shan Steak. Now I think it's not a good time to travel there. It's so complicated. Even we are not easily to live there. That's why we're in Thailand. I don't think how our life will happen and will going well or not. Okay. And number 9, be on the side of the angles, not the beast. Number 10, only that fish swim with the stream. Okay, that's so great. 11, be the last to raise your voice. Be the last to raise your voice. That's great. Be your own advisor. Doesn't make sense to me. Be your own advisor. I don't know. Oh, be your own advisor. 13, no fear, no surprise, no hesitation, no doubt. Okay. I call like this one. No fear, no surprise, no hesitation, no doubt. 14, I wish I done that, and I will. 15, it's okay to give up, but it's not okay to give up for me because in my life, I try. If I want to get something, I try. Like how to call it, until I get these things. So I never give up. But in this book, it said to me, it's sad. It's okay to give up. Yeah, it's okay to give up. Okay. Number 16, count to 10 or recite. Baba black sheet. What does it mean? 17. Okay, my stomach is quite full. I just finished my dinner. Okay. I'm going to sit like this. Is it okay for you? Oh. Okay, this position is better. Okay, now don't forget to smile. Change what you can change. Okay, we have to change what we can change. Change what we can change. Let's go of the rest. Aim to be the very best at everything you do, not second best. Okay. Don't expect to be perfect. Oh, that's great. Don't expect to be perfect. So, there are lots of titles, so I'm going to go straight to the introduction. For reasons that are too long and complicated. To go into here, I had to live with my grandparents for a couple of years when I was very young. They, like many of their generation, were hardworking, contented, sort of people. My grandfather had taken earlier retirement owing to an industrial accident. A lorry load of bricks fell on his foot, and my grandmother worked in a large department store in London. Having me then unexpectedly on her for a while obviously caused logistical problem. I was too young for school and my grandfather wasn't to be trusted to look after me at home. Men didn't look after children in those days. Mind how they have changed. Her solution was to tuck me under her wing on Sundays, basically as well as metaphorically, as she smuggled me past managers and supervisors, and we want to work together. Now, going to work with none was fun. I was expected to keep quiet and still for long periods, and as I didn't know any difference, assumed his was normal. I found that by watching customers, often from my safe refuge under a huge desk, I could pass the time quite happily. Thus was born an immense appetite for people watching. My mother, later, I went back to life with her. No, okay. I went back to live with her. Said it won't ever get me well. I'm not so sure. You see, earlier in my career, observation of those around showed that there was a distinct set of behaviors that got people promoted. If there were two people of equal ability, for example, one dressed, thought, and behaved as if they had already been promoted, they would be the one who got the next available job at that next level. Putting these behaviors into practice gave me a first track up the career ladder. These rules form the basics of my book, The Rules of Work. Now, a bestseller in this field. This one is The Rules of Life. I'm going to read the rules of life just as you can identify behaviors that make some people glad effortlessly onwards and upwards at work. So, you can in life, observing life in general, people very boldly seem to fall into two main camps. Those who seem to have mastered the knack of successful living and those who still find it all a bit of struggle living. Sorry. And when I say successful master it, I don't mean by assuming
amassing wealth, or being at the top in some stressful career. I'm sorry. No, I mean master it in the old fashioned sense that my hard-working grandparents would have understood people who are content, mostly happy on a day to day basis, and in general healthy and getting more out of life. Those who are still struggling tend to be not so happy on the whole, and the enjoyment of life just isn't what it should be. So, what is the secret? The answer is all down to a simple choice. We can all choose to do certain things every day of our lives. Some things we do will make us unhappy, and something we choose to do will make us happier. By observing people, I have reasoned that if we follow a few basic rules of life, we tend to get more done, shove off adversity more easily, get more out of life, and spread a little happiness around us as we go. People who play by the rules seem to bring their lucks with them. Light at a burn, a room, when they enter when they enter into when they enter have more enthusiasm for life and cope better. So what follows are my rule of life, the unset in stone, unsecret or difficult, and they are based entirely on my observations of happy and successful people. I have noticed that those who are happy are those who follow most of them. Those who seem miserable are the ones who don't follow them. And the successful ones often don't even realize this is what they are doing. And and they are based entirely on my observation of sorry, let me find out. I'm lost.
I'm lost. Okay.
I am lost. And the successful ones often don't even realize this. What they are doing? They are natural rule players. Whereas the less instructive ones often feel something is missing and spend their entire life looking for something often uh, whereas often themselves that will mysteriously give their life meaning or feel some empty void within them. But the answer lies much closer to home. Simple changes in behavior are all that is required. Can it really be that easy? No, of course not. To live by the rule is never easy. If it was, we would all have stamped on this a long time ago. It has to be hard to make it worthwhile. But, and this is the beauty of the rules, they are all individually simple and attainable. You can aim high and go for them all, or take one or two and stop there. Me? No. I never get it all right, ever. I fall by the wayside as often as anyone else. But I don't know what I'm to do to get back up again. I know what I have to do to make my life back up again. I know what I have to do to make my life make sense again. Okay? By watching people, I came to realize that all these rules of life are sensible. Personally, I love the short advice that begins go quietly, but I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do that. However, a bit of advice says as clean your shoes before you go out makes more sense to me because that is something I can do, and more importantly, is something in which I can immediately see the logic. In, Incidentally, I still feel bullish shoes make me a better impression than stuffy ones. You won't actually find shoe polishing here, nor you will find anything inspirational and new age, which doesn't mean those things don't count. It just it's just that I feel it's better to have realistic things we can do rather than unlifting cliches that may well be true. Time is great healer. For example, love does conquer all. But when you want things to do, you don't hit the bottom as far as I am concerned. What you will find is good, old fashioned common sense. There is nothing here you don't already know. This book is a revelation, is a reminder. It reminds you that the rules of life are universe. Obviously, simple. Do them, they work. Mosquito. Mosquito is coming. But what about those who don't do them and still seem successful? Well, I'm sure we all know people who have acquired great wealth and who are ruthless and present, dictatorial, and still morally pretty close to the wind. And if that is what you want, it's attainable. But I'm assuming you want to be able to sleep nice, like live with yourself and be thoroughly nice person. And the beauty of all this is that is entirely down to personal choice. We all choose every day whether we are on the side of the angels or on the beasts. The rules of life help you. Personally, when I go to sleep at night, I like to do a quiet record of my day, and then hopefully I can say to myself, yeah, good day, did okay, and feel proud of what I have achieved. rather than feeling regretful and dissatisfied with my actions and life. During the daytimes, I like to go to sleep feeling I have a difference, being kind to people rather than hurting them. Spread a little happiness and some fun generally got near to 10 than 1 out of 10 for good behavior. The rule of life are not about making lots of money and being incredibly successful. You might need to read the rules of work for that. It's quite simply about how you feel inside, how you affect people around you, what sorts of a friend, partner, and partner you are, what sorts of impact you make on the world, and what sort of impression you leave in your wake. I regard my books, sometimes a little like I pat them on the head, wet their nose, and spat them out into the world. I like to know how they have gone on. So, if the rules of life makes a difference to you, or you have a rule or two of your own that I have missed, I always interested in hearing from you. You can post your every own rules in my comment down. Thank you. A little bit tired. This is only for the content I have I have read. Rules for you, and now I'm going to read rules for you. I have divided the main part of the rules of life into 4 areas. You, your partner, your partner, your family, and your friends, and your social cycle, and the wider world, including work. To represent the 4 unconscious cycle we all draw around ourselves. Let's begin with the most important of these, the rules for ourselves. The rules for ourselves. Personal rules. Rules for us. These are the rules that will help to get us out of bed in the morning, face the world with a positive air, and negative our way safely and successfully through our day, no matter what may arise. These are the rules that will help reduce stress level, give us the right kind of outlook, encourage us to set our own standard and have goal to aim for. I guess that for each and every one of us, these rules will have to be adapted to take into account our upbringing, our age, and our situation. We all need to have personal standard to live up to. They will vary from person to person, but it's vitally important to have them. Without them, we are adrift and unable to mentor how we are doing. With them, we have a feel a fun center somewhere we can get back to, somewhere to touch base and recharge. They are our benchmark for personal progress. But it's not all about stand-up. It's also about lightening up, having fun, enjoying life. Keep it under your head. Okay, a little bit close. Okay, some interesting parts is coming. Keep it under your head. I quite like the title. Okay, I'm going to read the title again. Keep it under your head. You are about to become a role player. You are about to embark on a life changing adventure. Possibly, if you choose to accept your mission, you are about to discover ways to become positive, happier, more successful in everything you do. So, there is no need to say anything to anybody about it. Keep quiet. No one likes a smart errors. That is, first rule, keep it under your hat. I got a point. There may well be times when you do want to talk to other people about what you are doing because quite naturally you want to share it with somebody. Well, you can, and you don't let them find out for themselves with no cue from you. You may think this unfair, but it's actually fairer than you believe. If you tell them, they shy away, and quite rightly so. We all hate being preached at. It's a big it's a bit like when you give up smoking and suddenly find this new healthier way of living, and you simply have to convert all your old smoking friends. Trouble is, they aren't ready to quit yet, and you find they label you as smug or a pig or even worse, an ex-smoker, and how we all hate those. So, the first rule is quite simply don't preach, propagate, try to convert, shout from the rooftops, or even mention this. You will get a one clue from changing your attitude to life and having people ask what is you have done, doing, and you can say that is nothing, merely a sunny day, and you feel better, happier, livelier, jollier, whatever. There is no need to go into any detail because that's not really what people want to know. In fact, it's exactly the opposite of what they want to know. It's a bit like when someone asks how you are. What they really want to hear is just the one word, fine. Even if you are in the very pits of despair, that's all they want to hear because anything more require commitment on their part. And for a casual, how are you? That's most certainly not they want. They what they want is just fine. And then they can be about their business without any further involvement. If you don't say fine, but instead unburden yourself, they will back up pretty quickly. And it's the same with being a rules player. No one really wants to know, so keep quiet. How do I know? Because when I wrote the rule of work, which turned to a lot of people on the ability to be successful in the workplace without having to resort to understand means, I suggested the same thing and found it worked. Just get on it with it. Do it quietly and go about your daily life happily and smartly without having to tell anyone thing. Don't preach, propagate, or try to convert. It's quite hot. Even though it's a winter in Thailand, it's still hot. It's it's not like in my country. Usually in my country at this time, at this at this month, it's getting cold and cold until February, March. Uh, but in Thailand, it's not like that. There is no cold season. It's the weather is like the same. It doesn't change. It doesn't change much. Mm. And this uh, I bought this shirt. It's a it's a this shirt is I bought it when I was in high school, maybe more than 10 years ago. This this one I went to the market with my younger brothers before Christmas. Our parents gave us some cash to buy new clothes, and we went to the market that take us almost 5 hours from the village to the markets by on foot. I mean, we had to walk to the markets almost 5 hours, and I bought this Asian traditional dress. Is like Chinese dress, but it's Shan traditional dress, and we bought it for Christmas, and so it's too long, and it's I don't want to throw it away. I just keep it. It's quite fun, and during Christmas time, our parents we have a lot of friends, and at this time we were all happy. Uh, we went out for kerosene and house after house by one house and another house. We sang Christmas songs, and we got a lot of snacks, candy, and even a small cash, and it's like at the time I felt very happy, the happiness that I cannot explain. I think when everyone has their childhood, that that was very happy movement and unforgettable movement. Everyone has, I believe. And during Christmas Day, we went to the church and we changed our presents. On Tuesday, I got is mm, how to call it. What I got is is an if the weather is cold, we use that bag. We put the hot water inside of the bag, and we hold it, and it's get warm. We can get warm from this bag. I don't know what kinds of bag this is. And I got that presents from a Christmas days, and we sang a Christmas song, and we dance. Our we have almost 12 or 30 no 20 or 30 children, and we dance as a competitions. And we go and we went to other village and greet and meet with other villages. And on the New Year Day, after 5 days after Christmas, we have like a Happy New Year, and we celebrate Happy New Year. We gathered all of the children, all of the villagers gather together with a big fire camp, and that's movement. We feel happy. I felt happy, very happy. But at this time, I don't think it's happier than before. What I have learned in life is not the same. It's always changes, and people always change. But there are still people who are still good to us. Let's keep those things to the world. Okay, um, I'm too tired. I talk a lot. When I was in high school, my friend used to told me, Boniface, oh sorry, Francis, Francis, you talk a lot. You are so talkative. Why don't you keep quiet? I don't know. I want to talk. It doesn't matter. I want to talk. What is wrong with you? If you don't want to listen, you just go away. You don't have to listen. When we was a child. Okay. And after I teach at school, after I teach English today, I bought this plans. It's not too expensive. It's only cost me 30 bucks. 30 bucks. I don't know what kind of glass. It's glasses. It's not a plant. Yeah, it's also a plant. I think I'm going to buy one plant after 1 week to decorate my room. Now I have 2 plants already in my room. Okay, now it's time for me to rest, and if you are still really enjoying watching my video, I'm going to keep it live.
with this camera, and I'm going to take a bit rest like this. Okay, and we're it's hot. It's hot. I will cover with a blanket. sorry. I'm gonna move it a bit closer. Okay. 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 Close. Anyone see my shirt? I can't find my shirt. Okay. Where it is? Hello. Hello. Come back again. Okay.
just like the car has to have professional way because I have an experience. The program is conflict-free and also I am working category tour in many
Finish this. See you next time. Bye.